はい、どうも、まじきちです。イングリッシュ、ジャパニーズあるじゃん。テスト目的なのか。やってみる？機械翻訳。なんて書いてあるかわかんないんだよ、これ。B、C、我、非、小学、女性、何これ？放課、じ、なんだこれ？事件、なんとか。事件簿的な。これ英語名何？キッドナッパーゴッシュアイムキッドナップド、キッドナッパーゴッシュ、なんてことだ。私は誘拐されたっていうこと？まあいいや。日本語でいいんかな。やばいような気がするんだけど、機械翻訳だったら。うわ、空綺麗。暑い。でからの下、なんか夏セミは力なく枝の先に隠れてうめき声を上げていました。これはやっぱ怪しい。かなり怪しい。えーっとねどうする？これ怪しいね。艦隊はね、多分読めねえんだ。なんとなくわかるな。夏セミ無力地、体材枝頭うめく今。これ厳しいな、やっぱ。アンダーザスコーティングさん、イーブンザシケイドシケイダスウェアモーニングフィブリーベネスザブランチズ。やばい。どれもきついぞ。これどうする？どうすんだよこれ。日本語か。日本語だな。日本語がいい。目の届く景色に熱波をつけたフィルターはまるで世界がとろみを帯びたような液体のように溶けていく。なんか指摘。顔を上げると太陽をちらちと見ただけで目がつぶれそうになって太陽の光に突き刺さる。でも太陽に文句を言っても何も変わらないですよね。そうですね。私はプンプンして視線を取り戻し前進を続けた。慣れ親しんだ通路を歩くと久しぶりに清掃された路面に少し枯れ葉が落ちて枝が折れていた。まだ生い茂る青霧の枝が織りなす日よけの涼しい葬式である。What？ パッチリ。わざわざ避ける理由もなく枝の残骸を踏みしめて歩いていくと枯れ骨の裂けるような音が耳に響いた。こんなに大きなキャンパスには誰もいないように見える。それもそのはず。何しろ今は夏休みですからね。いくら勉強熱心な学生でも冷房の効いていないキャンパスを学習の拠点にすることはありません。学生がいないことはロリがいないことに等しく。ちょっと待って、これ英語ではどうなってんの？ No students me no lolly。 もう直球なんだね。 Despite being the lolly heaven, it is just not the right time for it. So to sum it all up, the only people that will be coming over the school will only be thoseバルディングヘッド丸頭で This discipline as well as new teachers who have been summoned here to sort out the files in the archive。 どういうことこれ。ディスプリン規律だよね。ボルビング丸めるっていうことなのかな。丸頭っていうこと。 of discipline。 規則によって丸頭になった as well as new teachers。 先生ってことか。で here to sort、整理っていう意味だろうな。ファイルインアーカイブを整理するに借り出されたっていう意味じゃない。 Who has been。 多分そういう意味だよな。全然違った。地中海教師と書類整理の新人教師が呼ばれているだけなのだ。これどっちの方がいいんだろうな。そう、一人暮らしのつもりで廃人になったのに一本の電話で呼び出されて雑用している新人のことを指しているんですね。これはどう見ても年寄りに頼っているように見えるだろう。グラウンドを抜け、さらに奥には少し破れた旧校舎。新しい校舎が完成してからはほとんど荒廃していたが、撤去にも時間がかかったためか、学校側はロジスティックを積んだ倉庫にした。ロジスティックね、なるほど、平坦っていうことだな。やばいなこれ。ここの教室ちょっと懐かしいですね。この小学校はもともと9校舎ほどの広さで、校舎の先には当時の校長先生が世話をしていた大きな花壇が広がっていて、春夏になるといつも百花が鳴り響く光景が見られました。なぜ私が知っているかというと、その時はここに在籍していた学生の一人だったからです。もちろん何度か学校が増築され、邪魔な花壇を取り除かれ、その中でも大好きだった朝顔も消えていった。記憶の中の花壇の位置を通ると、まるで花の真っ盛りの香りがするようでした。でも今は何これ、叙事詩だから叙情的でノスタルジーな時ではないですよね。あらかじめ、与えられた鍵を持って腐ったカビ臭が漂う廃棄教室の前から表札を丁寧に見分けた。見つけた。奇しくも福しくも、私の目的地はまさに小学生の頃の教室でした。表札は表札は錆びていても、よく読めばクラス番号がわかる。ドアを開けるとさらに、濃い息が、フライアッシュなんだこれ。フライアッシュって何？どういう意味？どういう文脈で使われてるっていうか。タバコあれ？ヤニがねえぞ。ヤニ吸ってないとやってらんねえぞこんなの。そっかね。これにしよう。トロピカルメンソール。ドアを開けるとさらに濃い息がフライアッシュを交えて顔を覗かせた。こんなのヤニ決めってやってられん。よし。フライアッシュってなんだろう。Open the door. I was greeted by even stronger, pungent scent as well as a curtain of dust. カーテンのダストってこと？私は意識を一歩後退させた。 自分は現代と合わないと主張しているようで、教室内の時間は朽ち果てている。これ英語の方がいいな。Is this really the place to put file? To put file がプレイスにかかって、リアリーが the place にかかってるから、この場所、この場所は本当にファイルを置くためのところですかっていうことだね。確かめるため、それをthis はこれにかかって I braced myself 深呼吸をした and walked into the classroom 教室に入っていった。オートがない。まあいいや。ニートリーアレンジド。ニートリーって規則正しくっていうの。ああ。だから視覚に最初に飛び込んできたのは古いかつて、整然と並べられていた古いテーブルや椅子であったっていうことだね。なんじゃこれ quantities、なるほど。傷ついた装備で、もう使われてない傷ついた装備が、重い装備か。重い装備。ビルトアップ in large quantities。ワースやな。だからここまでが主語ってことだよね。ビルドアップ重ねられてるってことだ。in large quantities。初見ではだからニートって違うな、整然とっていうなんでこれハッピーなんだろう。まずファーストグランス、 一別するに、それらは非常に雑然としてタイディゼイルックじゃあやっぱりそうか。それらは、非常に整然として、整頓されていたようであった。しかし彼らは結局のところジャンクである、使わない不要品であるので、私はそれらがこのようにthey were stuck control like this それらが、この山とかが、崩れないかっていうのが気になった。won't that be hazard? それらは労災になるね。but these things are not of the main concern right now. しかしそれは今メインの、主たる、問題ではない。furnishing in the classroom? The furnishing って何 was quite different from what I remember. だから私が覚えていたものとは違うなんかだ。but そうですね。しかしそうやね。部屋の構造は変わらない。and 疑いようがない。I reversed my gauge. ゲージってわからん。There's not even a thing that looks like it could be used to hold the file. わからん。Is there a mistake or something? No. なんか喋ったぞ。Starting by the sudden sound, I spun around hastily. 誰や？日本語で OK。ハローアンクルロリアン。わ、すげえ。これ無料でやれんだぜ。しかも鈴がついてるでこれ。デジキャラってやね。デジコあれやね。最近はVTuber やってるね。Without the doubt, these things that appear right in front of me as impossible as mere fantasy is a rolly. やべえだろこれ。やべえなこのゲーム。I lap my ears just to confirm that it is a real. As if it was overlapping with something that's in my memory. The lovely figure became even clearer. Are you lost? This is considered a remote place in the school. If this goes way of compensating me, being alone with a lorry and all that, maybe getting smacked over during vacation is not really a bad thing after all. Unable to contain my excitement. Excitementっていうのは I skillful fished out the white rabbit milk candies from my pocket and leaned down in front of her. Lean. Little sis, do you want some candy? Uncle has a lot of them. Oh, なんかいいやん。Just like what Man said, as if she has so much problem. Some correctly, the little girl grinned happy. Uncle, can you squat a little more? Okay. What kind of game do you want to play with, Uncle? Miss, that right? えちょっと待って、やばいぞ。As she was saying that, she put her right hand with the hidden behind her back into the front. The a small hand was cupping a mechanical device similar to a working tackle, with the difference being that there were visible arcs of electricity arching over it. Is this? I was tagged before my brain could process the situation. My brain trembling. The big arc of electricity jolted into the net, and just like I lose my consciousness without even putting up a decent resistance. This kind of person is called Lolicon, right? When was the first time you were called a Lolicon? 俺ら読んじゃうけどな。During my junior high school years, I was fantasized by anime and those 2D girls, but to me, at that time, these Lori and I were the same age, so no one could accuse me of being a Lolicon. Gradually, I went to university with this hobby etched in my mind, and while my body and mind grew and matured, this hobby of mine didn't. By the way, was it also because of the subconscious influence that I chose an education degree すごいな。俺もそういう目的で単位取ったことあるね。教師になりたくてっていうのはあるな。Wouldn't it in a way makes me a total Lolicon? Realizing this, I began to be rather careful in not exposing this hobby っていうのかな of mine, but that was probably just some so-called self-right rightness なんだこれ、自己抑制っていうことなのかな。After graduation, since there's literally no romance, literally no romance through my university academic career. The family had quick arranged a blind date. My family had quite quickly arranged a blind date ということだ。盲目なデート It's all for naught. I really wanted to tell them. The blind date was gentle and sweet, quite an intellectual, and frankly a very good wife and marriage material. I understood this objectively, but deep with I could only continue with my clumsy and embarrassing act. And just like that, I don't know how long it took to just get through with all this. You are not going to marry me, are you? In noisy holiday cafe, she just rooted in out flatly, like the Midwest I'm usually familiar with. The way she said it was more like an accusation. Yes, without giving it much thought, she didn't need any answer other than that. Don't even need to consider where that fact was buried. But if she's a good woman, how could it was taken so long for her to find out? Why? She questioned me with her eyes. That's because outside the small cafe, the petunias that serve as decorations are in full bloom. The petal of various varieties ってどういうことだろう変数かな using variances in variances and color clung to the window as they were spying on my expressions. I smiled cheerfully and stupidly because I'm 言ったんややばいなこれ It's the first time you've ever smiled ってどういうこと Smiled so happily in front of me Your raccoons are just so disgusting. She also looks relaxed and smiles. お、天使かよ、聖女かよ。As if she had finally finished with the marathon of interrogations. なんだ、結婚したんか、こいつは。君是でやんす。なんとかでやんすってなんかのキャラであったな。なんだったっけ。やったマン Uncle, you seems to be rather happy. The memory fade away, and the soft cafeteria seat sadly transit into the cold, hard floor tile of the shrouded classroom. The searing pain of the taser attack was still stinging in my neck. My head was grasping pit behind my back, and I could feel something metal around my wrist. Are these handcuffs? Why would a kid have real handcuffs with her? After a couple of attempts to break free, accompanied by the crisp sound those metal shackle and ominous creaking sound right out for by the sensation of my something swinging. Wow, めっちゃ可愛い。Uncle, stop moving. It's dangerous. This the young girl who had been standing beside me like she was watching a play a moment, age suddenly panicked, and she tossed aside the huge shoulder bag beside her before running to me. What a cute lorry. You're going to die if you keep this up. まあ、おとなしくしとけってことね。Reacting to a certain word, I subconsciously stopped moving and turned my head with something difficult to look behind me. A huge graveyard of tables and chairs. Unlike the neat places from before, the collapsed table and chairs were somehow haphazardly trampled over each other. The pile was stretching all the way to the ceiling. If I, who was chained to the bottom of the stack, continued to struggle outward and doubt to doubtfully be burned alive by this piece of junk if it collapses again. So this was still the same empty classroom that houses damaged equipment. But what kind of prank was this? Isn't a bit too much? You finally understand, Uncle. Is a good boy after all. Being judged by a child as a good kid is not really a thing to be happy about. Aside, finally stop doing the harmful and unhelpful attempt of freeing myself, and instead face the only person in the room who could possibly help me. Which is what your name? My name is Kaiko, and I am 10 years old. Kaiko. Perhaps I still a bit dazed after the whole taser incident, but I whispered the name I saw enter the kind of dress. Could you help me, Uncle, take off the handcuff? No, because Uncle is a bad man. Majika. Me? But I didn't do anything bad. Well, man said, whoever calls you a lyricist and gives you candy are all bad people. やっちまったな。That's a hell of mine. Being tough like this is more or less precautionary measure, and detailing it to this extent is actually rather predictable. Her mother might have had a local friend once, or else. なるほどな、このher motherっていうのがさっきのあの女ってことか。Or else she might have been doing it based off the story that was around. I usually hide the fact of mine in school and try my best to suppress my worry cravings. やばいなこいつもそうと。So why was it that I didn't hold back this time? Did I not practice enough? I felt deep despair at myself. なんて言ってんだこれ。結局反対英語の方がわからん。我主暗唱君的方法はちょっと待ってこれきつい。英語でもきつい。だから俺は親父のやり方で親父を捕まえたんだよ。これもきついな。どうすんだよこれ。結局英語しかねえじゃねえかよ。So I arrest uncle did that this. The girl happily shook the stun gun in her hand with look that it just saying, "Praise me." However, as an educator, I do not want to encourage her at this moment. Well then, do you best to electrocute more people from now on. Am I really going to say it like that? But Dad was going to ask uncle to play with him. やべえな。He even prepped me for climbing uncle down in advance, as it's to show off Kyle puffed of her chest proudly. Your dad? I catch keywords and suddenly have a bad feeling in my head. He wants to see me? Who is he? Daddy is a daddy, and I'm here with daddy. どういうことだ? やったのかてめえ. Tears spread through my back and my brain went numb. If this was all pranked by the girl in front of me, then the whole situation's very small trouble. But Dad, the little girl was just puppet on the stage, and there was someone else who pulling the string 文字列 and the one who would go so far as to plan a kidnapping, no matter what his intentions were, must not have let me off easily after all. I finally realized the seriousness of the matter, and my forehead was densely converted in a cold sweat. Your dad, where is he? Daddy. Kai tied to her head and think before laughing out loud. Daddy, isn't he right here? What? Eh? I should have let out if I tased again and look around the classroom. The standard size space was just the same as when I first walked in the door, with the exception of Coco, who had a huge shoulder work. something 10 years old girl could carry. It's not, but it's obviously impossible to hide under dark mail. Eh? And yet the bag which Shaker could not possible to even carry confirmed the existence of the third person, even if he wasn't here at the moment. Kike, listen to me. Your father is doing some bad thing. You can't keep helping him. Do you understand? No. No, Uncle is a bad guy. Talking is not working, and I'm starting to get a little irritated at having to figure out how to get out before the Master Murid arrive. わからん. Hey, come on. This is not a joke. Raising my voice unconsciously, the girl seems to be startled by that. Upon realizing this, I somewhat regret my previous attitude. What's the point of getting mad with a little kid? I'm sorry. Uncle, please be good boy. Don't shout. Even if I don't scream, there's someone that knows I'm here. Hearing my suggested words, Kai blinked his eye. ヒズなのか？男の子？男の子？それは俺得だな。But Dad said no one would bother us anymore. What the meaning of this? どういう意味だ？ Why is he so confident about it? Where is Carl, your father? Well, Dad doesn't seem to want to play with us anymore, so I'll just have to play with Uncle then. Doesn't want? Yeah, that seems tired. That's what the man said before he left. That is to say, he is resisting somewhere and will not come over for the time being. No wonder I haven't seen him until now. So maybe this is a chance. I gripped careful, organized my words. I can pray with you, but you see, there's really nothing to pray here. Why do we go out together and Uncle will take you to the playground? Ah, playground. Place where I always want to go. Right on the target. もうちょっと読むのしんどいな。That's hook. I continue to wait. I'll even take you to the candy store that is full of all kinds of candy, and you can get as much as you want. うん。キャンディーが食いたくなるのかな。どっか行っちゃった。バイブするのってなんだろう。ザットマンって何だろうな。手何本あんねんこいつ。そりゃそうやろ。Happy together. Little?マジか。
我可是考虑到了。
なんか始まるぞ。
什么时候请听题？吸血鬼抓住了一个活生生的人类，请问为什么没有马上吃掉它？
わからんよ。
回答错误。
やばいぞ。
那是啥呀？哦，说起来，吸血鬼是什么东西？真行啊！叔叔，人类的血好喝吗？
飲まれるんちゃうこいつ。これ英語でも死んだわ。
不用那么着急，惩罚措施还没有想好呢。好，那就这么办吧。叔叔，你想让我养你吗？
あーやばいねこれ。
我只是想听听看，
マジかよ、童貞じゃねえのかよ。
可能是什么？
やっちゃえやっちゃえ。
叔叔闻起来也不错啊。
あ今日かわいいなこの子。
这也不行吗？
あやばいぞこれ。バカじゃないの俺。 これ絶対やばいって。絶対やばいやろこれ。マジかよ。
我以为会走得更久呢。
ちょっと待って、グロシン来るかもしれんから一回切るわ。